Good morning. Myself Dr. Ritesh Kumar Saraswat, Assistant Professor in EC Department of MLV Textile and Engineering College, Bhilwara. Today we will discuss about the different types of spread spectrum modulation techniques. Basically, there are the two types of spread spectrum modulation, that are the DSSS, direct sequence spread spectrum, and another one is the FHSS, frequency hopping spread spectrum. So firstly we will discuss about the spread spectrum, what is the spread spectrum and why we are required the spread spectrum techniques. Basically, as per the definition of the spread spectrum, it is a modulation technique in which transmitted bandwidth is larger than the information signal bandwidth. There is the basic block diagram of spread spectrum modulation, where the input is input data, input section having the input data, output section is having the output data. So as we say earlier the definition of spread spectrum, where the bandwidth of input data is increasing or upgrading as according to the PN sequence generator and finally transmitted through the channel to the output section. So basically mean is that the bandwidth of the input data is increasing, that is known as the spreading, or increasing the bandwidth of input data by using the particular arrangement, that is known as the spread spectrum modulation. In spread spectrum modulation, it is using a specific modulation technique where increasing the bandwidth of input data, and it is also beneficial because of that when the bandwidth is increased, that means the bit rate of spreading sequence is also increasing as according to the input data. So as seen this block diagram, consider the one by one block. First one is the channel encoder, which is using to encode the input data sequence. Next it is given to the modulator. Modulator is using to modulate the spread spectrum modulation process, and the another input of the modulator is the pseudo noise generator, that is also known as the PN sequence generator. PN sequence generator basically responsible to increase or spread the spectrum of the input data. And the finally spread spectrum modulated data is given to the channel, and after that the channel it will be received at the receiver section. So the first one section is the demodulator section. Demodulator section basically a reversible process of the modulator as at the transmitter section, and at the demodulator it is connected to the again same PN sequence generator, which are using at the transmitter, same PN sequences again using at the demodulator, and finally given to the channel decoder. Channel decoder is a reversible process of the channel encoder, and the finally is the output data. So the basic advantage or basic use of spread spectrum modulation is that when the bandwidth is higher, that means the channel size is higher, that means the large number of signal can easily transmitted. So the main basic advantage of the spread spectrum modulation is that the bit rate, that means the number of bits per second. So when the larger the bandwidth, that means the large number of bits can be easily transmitted. So ultimately the bit rate will be increases by using the spread spectrum modulation techniques. There are the two types of spread spectrum technique. First one is the DSSS, that means the direct sequence spread spectrum. Another one is the FHSS. FH, that means the frequency hopping spread spectrum. So let us discuss. The first one is the direct sequence spread spectrum. in above diagram, there are the two blocks. First one is the modulator BPSK. It is given to the multiplier. Here it is working as a modulator or spreader. Okay. And the another input of the spreader is the pseudo noise bit source or the pseudo noise bit sequence generator that creating the C of T as shown in the figure. Okay, so the transmitter at the input binary data firstly given to the BPSK. BPSK the binary phase shift keying. So the input data is firstly modulated by using the BPSK modulator, and that will be generate the SD of T. Okay, and it is given to the spreader, direct sequence spreader, and the below one part is the pseudo noise source generator. Both are given to the DS spreader, and the finally output is the spread spectrum signal S of T. Okay. The another parameter we have to observe or analyze in the direct sequence spread spectrum, that is the processing gain or known as the spreading factor. Processing gain PG is equals to SF spreading factor, that is equals to TB by TC, where TB is the bit duration period of the one data bit and TC is the period of one chip period. And the chip period basically provided by the spreading signal. So as we see in this one diagram, where TB is TB is the bit duration of the one data bit. So the data bit is here in see in the figure, that is the 1 above the ground level, so that represent the 1. Next data bit is 0 because it is below of the ground level, so 0. Next one is the 1. So the data bit is the 1 0 1. Next is the chip spreading signal. Spreading signal basically defined as the there are the total 5 pulse in one duration. So as seen in the diagram, so that will represent the 1 0 0 1 0 for 1 TB. Next TB, that is the 1 0 0 1 0 for next third 1 0 0 1 0. Okay. And the next is given the output messages signal. Output messages the spread information or the spread spectrum final message signal which is to be transmitted. So as the output message signal basically generated by the using the XNOR operation of the TB and the TC bit sequences. So as we consider in the second one diagram, where the data bit is represent the user information data bit is represent here the 1011, spreading code is the 10110100. Okay, the similar way is represented in the next TB and the next TB. Okay, the finally spreaded information that will the below one section that represent the XNORing of the operation, that is the 1 1 is 1 0 1, next one is the 1 0, that will be the 0, next is the 1 1 is 1 1 1 is 1, next 1 0 is 0, and next is the 1 0 is the 0, and the 1 0 0 is 1 0 is again 0. So that means the output spreading information or the bit sequence basically generated by the XNOR operation of the TB sequence and the TC bit